Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another Premier League club guide. Today we're looking at Chelsea. Very interesting Chelsea. Obviously a transfer embargo until the 1st of February 2020. So no summer transfers. But obviously we've seen, as in real life, a very good young squad. Finally making use of all those players they've hoarded over the last 10 years. So they expect a lot of stuff. They want us to sign under 22 players for the future, play attacking possession football, develop players, but also sign high reputation players and play entertaining football. I'm sure if you played a possession attacking football, that's entertaining. So we want to sign young players and high reputation players, ignoring the fact that we can't sign players until the January transfer window. So they want to sign young players to develop for profit, which is unusual for some of the bigger teams. That's normally something the lower top bottom 10 really looking for. But Chelsea want that as well. They want to be self-sustainable. Chelsea they are this is actually really cool to see. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 30. I wonder if you can offer them contracts over 1 year and the board just don't like it, or it's actually restricted. They want to expand the stadium. They want to build a new... Okay, I'm sure either or. Don't expand then build. That just feels unnecessary. And maintain the best youth system in the country, maintain the best youth system in the world, maintain the Premier League's best... We get it, Chelsea. Good youth system, important. What do they actually want us to achieve? Champions League first season. Interesting. Final of the FA Cup minimum. Quarter-final of the Champions League minimum. Don't care about the Carabao Cup or the Super Cup. And so that's this season. And then the end of next season, challenge for silverware. I like this description. Make sure the team challenges for success in cup competitions at least once within the stated time frame. So, but challenge for a cup competition, is that like losing in the final? That's like, because if you lose in the semi-final, did you challenge for the cup? I'm a little bit confused in that. But challenge, win stuff. And then at the end of the second year, challenge for the Premier League title. Third year, same again. Fourth year or fifth year, numbers, win the Premier League. So that it's a pretty high progression, but Champions League is pretty tricky. So let's have a look at the team. Obviously, we got the embargo. Finances-wise, not that it matters, but in January, you've got £120 million to spend. I think they're just flaunting it. I reckon they're going to half that when it gets to the embargo. Oh, did we say 120? We meant 20. Typo. £800,000 in wages. Loads of money in the bank. And a very good young squad. I think this is going to interest a lot of people, this save. So I'm not going to take you through every player, but we're just going to have a look at the outstanding and look for sort of weak areas. We've got Kepa in goal. He seems like a massive bell end, but very good goalkeeper. And Big Willie style as a backup. He's fine. 30 grand. He's not on too high wages, which is fine. We've got Kurt Zuma. Rudiger. That's not it. Yeah, let's go with it. Rudiger. Definitely how we're pronouncing that from now on. We've got Christensen, who's a ball-playing centre-back. We've got Tamori, who's the young English centre-back who looks pretty decent, and he's a ball-playing centre-back, which is good for possession-based pressure systems. We've got Reece James, who is pretty damn good as well. Only 4-star potential, but he's a very good player. Can't believe they loaned him out. Baba Rahman, one of my favourite names, he's loaned out. We've got Emerson. We've got Azpilicueta still there. Obviously, he's just about to hit 30, so remember the old one-year contract thing. Marcus Alonso. So the fullbacks are fine. We've got the 2 seasoned pros, and we've got some decent youngsters. In midfield, we've got a bunch of players out on loan still, haven't we? We've got Kovacic, brilliant midfielder. Jorginho, Kante, Ross, and then Ross Barkley. So not bad at all. Loftus-Cheek, who's injured. We've got a big old Van Ginks. So central midfield, we're great. Like both of those can play. Jorginho and Kante can play as a DM as well. Not bad at all. Going forward, we've got Will.i.am, who's 30 now. Yeah, 30, but still a beast. We got Mason Mount, who's only 4-star potential. This is according to my scouts, obviously, the scouts, the default scouts we have. But I'm surprised, because this guy looks amazing. He's still beastly. You got to remember, it's 4-star potential within Chelsea, who have some like amazing players, and Christian Pulisic, who's just found his feet and is performing really well at Chelsea. We've got Pedro as another one of the more experienced players. I think he's got another season in him, but he could look to cash in. He's on almost 100 grand a week. We've got Hudson-Odoi, who he's all right, isn't he? Another 4-star potential, but 18 years old. We got Batshuayi, 25-year-old Belgian striker who's solid. I like him. Tammy Abraham, who's banging goals. He's 5-star potential. He's just a beast, 21 years old. Yeah. We've got Giroud as the experience. We've got Morata, who's obviously leaving us. Let's have a look at the world's best youth system. Obviously, we've seen some already in the main squad. So, what is that name? Pierre-Emmanuel Ekwa Elimbi. Obviously, you give him a contract and play him every game because of the name. Got Ethan Ampadu. Not bad. 18. Unknown Leipzig. Okay. And Dujon Sterling, who's is he a right back? Is he probably needs a lot of work. He's 19. I'm not sure if he's ever going to hit his potential, to be honest. And then the under-18. So, not amazing, but then obviously most of the good youngsters are already in the team. If we look sorted by age, we've got this, like 5 England under-21s and the American. Pretty damn good. Like, it's actually pretty good. Obviously, we don't have any money to spend, but assuming you get to the January transfer window and we're looking, obviously you'll know by then what you need, so there's not really much point in me talking you through what I do. But just as an idea, maybe a left back going forward. We got Alonso, who's okay. We've got Emerson, who's a lefty, who's pretty good. Maybe just a bit depth. Maybe look to get rid of Alonso. He's on 100 grand. Still worth 41 million, so that might be something I cash in on. Central midfield's got fine. If you're playing 2 up top, you probably need another striker. I think Batshuayi Abraham is okay. Giroud is a decent backup, but going forward, that definitely needs improving. So, yeah, they're in a position where you've got that 120 million. You could just flop out your massive wad and buy one big name player. If we look at the facilities, we've got the stadium, which obviously we need to build a new one. Exceptional academy, exceptional use, state-of-the-art, as you'd expect, because it's the best in the world, apparently. Don't tell, Borussia Dortmund or Barcelona or anything, right? Chelsea's the place to be. Which, with these players in the squad, maybe I can't argue with, to be honest. If we look at the dynamics, make sure there's not any weirdness. No, dressing room atmosphere is good. Staff, pretty average, but we've got space for a couple more. I think maybe a couple of these coaches are probably quite poor. Loads of room for scouts. And the medical staff is really, really good. So actually, one of the better ones we've looked at. So not too bad. It's an interesting proposition. I think obviously they've got a very good team. They've got players with bags of potential, but you've got to remember that they're expecting to finish 4th. Obviously, that's the colours are because I'm going through the teams. I'm managing all the teams currently. They're expecting 4th. And there's a lot of teams nowadays that are quite good. So that could be the main challenge, especially because you can't do anything straight out of the gate. Your hands are tied. But once you get past that, I think going forward, it's one of probably the best clubs. The facilities are amazing. So much fun, good English young players. So I think that could be a really, really, really fun challenge. If you are managing Chelsea, make sure you get it in the comments. What tactic are you using? Also, if you know about the 1 year thing, let me know. We could actually check. Do we have any old players? He said over 30. Does 30 count as over 30? Giroud, can offer you a contract. Okay. Yeah, I want to negotiate contract. Yeah. So in the game, you cannot offer over a 1-year contract. That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. Not great for oldies, but it's good that it's in the game. But there you go. There is our Chelsea guide. Like I said, if you know Chelsea way better than me or you've managed them, let us know. Give us your tips in the comments below. Get involved in the chat. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.